I'm back. What do I have planned for today? Keep watching. Yes, in my comfy PJs. Hi peoples, welcome to my channel, Bernie Playing with Makeup. My name is Bernadette. All my friends and subscribers call me Bernie. So if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn the notification bell because you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your support. I have a video that I'm very excited to be doing today. We are going to be revisiting Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. Now last year, I think it was last summer, Selena Gomez came out with her makeup line. She basically came out with everything. She came out with a foundation, concealer, setting spray, primer, blush. She came out with a full, you would be able to do a full face. Now her line, she got a lot of criticism. A lot of people really wasn't here for it. I think it wasn't given a fair shot. I did review the line when the line came out, and I was kind of on the fence as to how I felt about it. But since then, my thoughts about it has changed. Late last year, Selena Gomez extended her Rare Beauty line. She came out with a collection called Stay Vulnerable. And I have a few items from that extension or from that collection. I have the melting blush. I have one item from each of that collection. We're going to be playing and testing them out today. Full disclosure, it's not going to be a first impressions. I did film this video yesterday, and I may insert some of the clips as to where we went wrong. There was one item that was just not working for me, so I had to redo the video all over again. But I'm probably gonna insert a clip as to what I didn't like when we get to the let's talk about it part of it. The thing I really want to go back and revisit from the review that I did last year is the foundation. When I reviewed it, the foundation I had was shade 480W. This is it right here, and this foundation was too dark for me. So at the time I wasn't sure if I liked it enough to go ahead and try to get my hands on my correct shade. I made up my mind that I wanted to get my correct shade. So I did just that. I got shade 460W, and this is my correct shade. The biggest complaint I had with this particular foundation was that it was very, very luminous. It wasn't just dewy, it was extremely luminous, bordering on shiny. When I used it, I did use the setting mist, which is also it's a 4-in-1 mist. It's also a primer. That mist is also luminous. So when I combined the mist and the foundation, which is a luminous foundation, what I got was too much luminosity. That was the word I kept using throughout that video. Today, what I'm going to do is we're gonna figure out how we can make this foundation work for it to not be luminous, because it is a very pretty foundation. My biggest concern, my biggest issue with it was that it was too luminous. And like I said, I felt like this particular line in the beauty community, especially with our fake beauty gurus, really, they might have not given, our favorites might have not given this a really fair shake. So I'm going to show you how we can make this foundation work if we really like it and have it not be so luminous. I'm going to stop talking now and let's just get into that. As usual, I've already prepped my face. I have my skincare on, but what I don't have on yet is, you guessed it, SPF. We always leave this for last whenever I'm filming my videos, as a reminder to everyone that SPF sunscreen is the must and should be a part of our skincare routine. You would think I would know this, but I have the name of this committed to my head as much as I use it. This is the LANCOME VISIONNAIRE sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 20. The weather is a bit cooler now, but that doesn't mean that, just because it's a bit cooler, we get to skip this step. In prepping my skin this morning, what I did, I stayed away from products that were gonna be oily, skincare that was oily. But I did hydrate my face. I want to starve my skin of hydration, especially during the winter where it's dry. I normally have combo skin, but now during the winter months, my skin tends to get dry everywhere. So I want to keep it hydrated. To prime today, instead of using an extremely hydrating primer, I'm going to use my Pat McGrath primer. This primer it's a hybrid between primer and skincare. It has a nice velvety feeling, so I really like this. The Rare Beauty line, it does come with a primer, but the primer is the luminous primer. So we're gonna definitely skip that primer. I would never recommend skipping a primer altogether. Primers do provide a barrier between your skin and the foundation that you're about to put on, and it does make the foundation last longer. I've got a few breakouts, some friends that I didn't invite, trying to get rid of them. I'm concentrating on prepping my skin for the luminous foundation that I'm about to put on, but I don't want my foundation to be, I'm gonna kind of tone down that luminosity. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna set my primer with a setting powder. I'm using this one here from Mercier in the shade Medium Deep. I'm using shade Medium Deep because it is basically my skin tone. And a Balm Beauty blender, and I'm gonna put it in here. Yesterday when I filmed the video the first time, I found that the foundation was clinging onto the primer, onto the powder that I had beneath it. So I'm not gonna go in with too much powder. So this is the shade I'm gonna use today, and this is shade 460W, and the tone is warm. This foundation is very liquidy, so you have to make sure that you shake it up really well. Be careful opening it. The first bottle that I have of it isn't messy opening it. This one is a little bit, so just be careful. That's a doe foot applicator. I'm just gonna go in and put some on. This foundation is quite warm, very, very warm, so it could look more like orange. But you'll see that this one is the correct shade for me. If you haven't seen my video where I reviewed this, I'm gonna link it in the cards above. This is light to medium coverage, but I feel like I get really good coverage from it, and I don't have to go in with as much. You get more coverage than a lot of the reviews that we saw when this first came out. A lot of those reviews said. So in person, I'm already seeing where the foundation is not as luminous as it looked when I originally reviewed it. And also because I didn't go in today with as much the setting powder, it's not clinging to the powder. This is it blended with one coat of foundation on. I still want a little bit more coverage than this, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more foundation. I like that it has a doe foot applicator, because you could kind of just put that foundation exactly in the spots where you want more coverage. So that's what I'm gonna do. And you definitely want to go in, because it moves around so much, you definitely want to go in with a damp beauty blender to make sure that you don't have any brush streaks or anything. The beauty blender is also going to tone down some of the shine. This shade is a much better match than the shade I used when I originally reviewed this line. If you feel like the foundation is still too luminous for you, you could always go in with a setting spray or a mist that is a bit mattifying. A nice one to use is this one right here. This is the Beauty Elixir from Caudalie. I find it to be very mattifying. I'm not going to use it because both in person and on screen, from what I can see, the foundation doesn't look luminous at all. It looks, I think I have a natural looking finish. Highlight and brighten under my eyes. First, I'm going to go in with shade with a concealer. She does have, the foundation comes in 50 shades, I believe. 48 or 50. I'll have the information description bar for you. And each foundation has a corresponding concealer. First, to color correct under my eyes a little bit, I'm going to go in with the foundation with concealer shade number 460W. I'm not using much because I just wanted to like color correct the dark circle under the dark circles under my eye. I don't know about what point I stopped recording, but apparently I stopped recording. So I have my concealer blended. My contour is blended. I don't know when I stop recording, y'all. I really don't. I use, just in case, I use shade number 430 to highlight, and I use my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer to contour. Now I'm done doing all of that. I'm going to be showing you the blush from Rare Beauty's Stay Vulnerable line. And the blush that I have is Nearly Mauve. Like I said, this is going to be a first impressions because I already did try to film this video and it went wrong at the end. This is the packaging that it comes in. Really cute. You can drop in your compact. And these are, I think, $20. This is what the shade I have looks like. Do a swatch. That's what it looks like. These don't have a lot of pigment. I think these were designed more to be worn on a day when you really don't have much product on your face. Maybe you just want a flush of color on your cheeks. I like to put cream products on, cream blushes on before I set my foundation or my concealer. I'm gonna use my finger. This does pick up the product that's under it, so you have to be really careful when putting it on. I'm gonna place it gently on my cheeks. It's described as a melting blush, which is an accurate description of it. Really does melt. It's very, very creamy. Feels like mousse. The thing about cream blush and liquid blush is once you put it down, like how I'm putting it down on my wet, dewy skin, and when you powder it down, it shears it down even more. With this, once I powder this, it's gonna basically disappear. I don't think these were intended to be worn with makeup on. I think they are, you don't want to put a lot of makeup on, or you don't have makeup on and you just want to add a little bit of color the name of the line, stay vulnerable. So you know, you're okay with being vulnerable and showing your bare skin. And I think that's what Selena Gomez entire line is about. Just being yourself and embracing your rare beauty. I guess that got lost amongst a lot of us who want full coverage all of the time. You know how we do. Not we, how y'all do. You can't come out of the house unless you have on a pound of makeup. But what I did with this yesterday, when I played with it the first time, was I put some on, like I'm doing on my face while it's still wet and dewy. And after I set, I did go in with a little bit more, just to give me a little bit more color. It comes in 4 different shades. Pop off camera, finish off my face, come back to use the last thing I'm going to use in this line and tell you I'm not using the 3rd product. So I'll be right back. So I am back. I finished I did my eyebrows, powdered my face and all that stuff. I want to like this. I really want to like this collection, but it's just not doing it for me. It really isn't. The collection came with liquid eyeshadows, and I will insert the clips of how the liquid eyeshadow looked on me when I did my makeup yesterday. Why I had to like abort mission with liquid eyeshadow. I wanted to like this liquid eyeshadow, but I don't. It feels really dry, like really dry. Yeah, I wanted to like them, but I don't. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't. I don't like it to the point to where I'm about to take it off. So I'm not gonna use the liquid eyeshadow. I'm gonna try the lip balm in this collection. The shade I have is fairly mauve. Everything what I got is fairly mauve. This is what it looks like. This is the packaging. So this is it. I like the applicator. Same applicator as her. Same applicator as the lip souffle. It doesn't look like it has a lot of pigment. But let's see. Like, I haven't even changed because I'm just not feeling it. I really am not. But let's see. If this video don't go up, we won't be reviewing this. Very little color. I mean, it's a lip balm, but I was expecting a little bit more color. I try to be consistent across the board. And this, what is a lip balm? I was gonna say it's reminding me of the Lip Shine lipstick from Fenty. Not what I expected. I expected more color from this lip balm, but surprisingly enough, I feel like the lip balm kind of pulled the look together. I really do. I feel like the lip balm pulled the look together, although there's very little color on it in the lip balm. I feel like it pulled this look together. What are you guys thinking? I think the lip balm pulled the look together. Like that's what was needed to bring it all together, because I was about to write this off. I really was about to write this off. Guys, it's cold here, so y'all may just get this video just like this without me actually changing. I'm not going anywhere. This is our final look. Let's talk about it. Yes, in my comfy PJs, this is our final look and we're gonna talk about it. The foundation. The foundation is a luminous foundation, but I think if you like the foundation, you can make the foundation work by changing how you prep your skin. It's the same thing as how we change how we prep our skin if we're going to be wearing a matte foundation. We hydrate our skin a little bit more if we want to wear a matte foundation. So if we want to wear a luminous foundation, then we prep our skin a little bit differently and we can make it work. In person, my skin doesn't look luminous. It doesn't look anything like it looked when I originally reviewed the foundation. So I'm okay with the foundation. It's a foundation that I will pull out and use if I'm looking for some coverage, but not too much coverage. And I also want something that's gonna let my skin breathe a little bit more. It definitely feels light as air. The concealer is definitely my favorite concealer, my favorite light coverage or medium coverage concealer. The Stay Vulnerable collection. I really wanted to love this collection. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I really wanted to love it. But I have to say, I don't like it. I really don't. The liquid eyeshadow, when I put it on, it was very difficult to blend out once you got it down, and it doesn't build up. It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. Honestly, I liked the way my makeup looked yesterday more than I like how my makeup looked today. But the thing that really messed my makeup up yesterday was the eyeshadow. It was like, oh my goodness, I just couldn't with the eyeshadow yesterday. So that's why I ended up not ending the video, and you guys are not gonna see that video. Instead, you're seeing this video. But I really wanted to like it. The cream blush, I really loved her liquid blush, so I was excited for this cream blush. But this is definitely not a blush that you're going to be able to wear on top of foundation, under foundation, or anything to do with foundation. On top of everything, it looks too glowy. If you put it on the dewy foundation, once you set it, it basically disappears. So the only time I feel like I can really wear this is if I don't have any foundation on, and then I just want a little flush of color on my cheeks, and then I could do it like that. But I don't want to spend $20 for a blush that I can only wear like that, because most of the times if I'm going out and I choose not to put any makeup on, which is a lot, I'm not someone who wears makeup every time I run out of the door. In fact, I hardly wear makeup when I'm out. Then I'm not gonna spend $20. The thing that I surprisingly, and it's not that I like it the most, I feel like it saved this video, was this lip balm. I expected it to have color. It doesn't have any pigment to it. I'm thinking the shiny gloss that it brought to my lips kind of pull the look together. That's the thing that makes sense to me at this point, because I was ready to be like, this video is going to be done. I wanted to like this collection. I hoped I had liked this collection. I don't think the Rare Beauty brand gets a fair shake from the quote-unquote beauty community. I think our favorites, they have, just decided even before it even hit their hands, they wasn't gonna like this, and that kind of bothers me. But the Stay Vulnerable, I don't know, it's just, it's disappointing to me. I'm not gonna sit here just because I want to root for a brand and say the products performed well, even though the products didn't perform well. I can't do that. These products did not perform well. I'm happy I was able to show you how you can make, if you like the foundation, how you can make the foundation work. But the rest of it, so the foundation, the concealer, yeah, the rest of it, the Stay Vulnerable collection, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. Guys, this is the end of our video. As always, Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. That does help me here on YouTube. And if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. That way you will be notified the next time I upload a video. Please guys, until next time, please be safe. Bye.